Iconic architecture, beautiful flowered patios, and captivating flavors.
I'm Eunice and I'm in Cordoba, Spain, and I'm going to show you all the top things you need to see and all the vegan food you need to eat. Let's go.
Before the sights, you must start the day with the staple Spanish breakfast: toasted bread, olive oil, and grated tomato. When walking around Cordoba, it's very easy to stumble upon ancient Roman architecture and many narrow streets. But my first tourist stop was the Calleja de las Flores, the Alley of Flowers, situated just north of the Mesquite Cathedral in the Old Town. This sweet-scented, colorful alley is one of the prettiest in Cordoba, even where every other house is worthy of being on a postcard. But after that quick little stroll, it was time for the dish that Cordoba is known for, salmorejo. And I went to one of the best spots to learn a bit more about it.
Hola, muy buenas, soy Manolo Bordallo, gerente cocinero de restaurantes, o sea, platero de María Auxiliadora, y le vamos a mostrar cómo hacemos el salmorejo aquí en esta casa, como se hace en casi toda Córdoba, casi toda España, ¿vale? Son 4 ingredientes básicos: el pan, el tomate, el ajo y el aceite, ¿vale? Y su pizquita, por supuesto, de sal.
First, you start with 200 grams of telera bread chopped into cubes, then 10 kilograms of tomatoes sliced, a clove of garlic, and salt. Then it's pureed, strained over the sliced bread, and pureed again with extra virgin olive oil until you see that perfect sign of emulsification for that creamy result. And if you're wanting to see the recipe, you can literally walk down the salmorejo alley to take notes. So what's the difference between salmorejo and gazpacho?
La diferencia con el gazpacho es que el gazpacho es más líquido, lleva más agua, lleva menos pan y se le puede echar un poquito de cebolla y una puntita de pimiento, que aquí no le ponemos a salmorejo, ¿vale?
So now it's time for the best part. It's time to try this freshly made salmorejo. You guys, on the hot summer days here, this is exactly what you want. That's why it was invented here. People wanted something cool to eat in the hot summers. It reaches up to 100 degrees. So, how do you eat this? You first break off some bread. Yes, there's already bread in here, but who doesn't want more bread? I do. You dip it in. The ingredients are so simple, yet the flavor is amazing. The garlic comes through, the olive oil and the salt with the freshly made tomatoes. You can also eat it with a spoon. You guys, this flavor is so good. You don't mind that it's cold. Like, when it's hot, you're like, yeah, that's great. I'm glad it's cold. I also really like that this place offers gluten-free options. They actually won an award for best restaurant with gluten-free options, so note to self if you're gluten-free. I really like the ambiance here. It's very traditional Cordobes, so this is a place I highly recommend to check out. You can't leave Cordoba without having salmorejo, so make sure to stop by.
Next, it was time to see Cordoba's main attraction, the Mesquite Cathedral. This cathedral is the city's greatest monument. After the Moors captured Cordoba, it was split in two and used by both Christians and Muslims as a place of worship. But in 784, on the orders of Emir Abd al-Rahman, the church was destroyed and work began on a great mosque. Construction lasted for over 2 centuries, and the building was eventually completed in 987 with the outer courtyard during the time Cordoba was considered the most important city in the Islamic kingdom. When the city was reclaimed by Christians in 1236, the mosque was converted into a church. After all that history, it was of course time to eat again, so I visited a spot for something I didn't expect to see in Cordoba: vegan pizza.
Buenas tardes, soy Nacho Tapia de Verde Rucola y aquí empezamos a hacer un poco, a elaborar un menú vegano porque veíamos una necesidad de oferta vegana en Córdoba, que la gente vegana, las personas veganas no tenían oferta cuando iban a un sitio, pues no había producto para ellos y tal, y veía la necesidad de crear una carta vegana para ellos. Y bueno, por eso estamos aquí intentando hacer nuestro trabajo lo mejor posible, siempre.
Each pizza is made by hand and tossed to the perfect size. This pizza has red pesto, Violife cheese, olives, capers, and then baked into a very hot oven until the perfect pizza is ready.
Okay, so I have my pizza here, you guys. This looks amazing. So one thing you need to know is that in Spain you will actually find a lot of pizzerias because there is a large Italian population in Spain in general. So oftentimes you'll find very good pizza almost anywhere. What I liked about this place in Cordoba is that they have an extensive vegan menu, despite the fact that in Cordoba, veganism isn't huge like in other major cities. So the fact that they have really good traditional style pizza and a good vegan menu, I had to try it. So I got the pesto rosso, which obviously sometimes you can't find vegan pesto at a lot of these places. So the fact that they have it here, bonus, I had to have it. So let's try this. Pizza cheese. The crust is nice and light and airy. Oh my gosh. For me, the best part of pizza is always the bread. The pesto has so much flavor too. I love the little garlic sprouts that they put on here. This is delicious. They have like 11 different vegan styles of pizza, so this is a place you have to stop by and try if you're in Cordoba. Yes, it's not typical Spanish cuisine, but who doesn't love pizza? Especially traditional Italian style pizza. Sign me up.
Afterward, to walk off your meal, you can take a stroll to Cordoba's next iconic attraction, the Roman Bridge of Cordoba. Originally built in the early 1st century BC, though it has been reconstructed various times since. But trust me, you'll want to see this place at night even more. The next day, I had to start my day with another traditional Andalusian snack.
Okay, so another thing you have to know about Cordoba is a typical plate here is fried eggplant with honey made out of cane sugar. So 100% vegan and 100% traditional. So, of course I've ordered some. They look like French fries. They're just fried eggplant drizzled with this syrup. Wow, it's super airy and light. It just literally melts in your mouth the minute you eat it. And it's not super sweet. You would think it'd be sweet because it has the syrup on top, but no, it's a nice little dish that you know you can always try at any restaurant or bar.
So of course, after that snack, I headed over to get more food. If you stroll a bit more toward the Victoria Gardens, you will arrive at Mercado Victoria, which offers a gastronomic experience you'll want to check out.
Okay, so another cool place you have to come is Mercado de la Victoria. It's by the park here, and it's this cool market with tons of different food stalls, and you kind of pick what you want, you grab something to drink, look at all the food stalls. I love that in here, it's so hot, mist comes from the top of the ceiling, so that's nice. I'm a sucker for Moroccan food, so we found a Moroccan stand here. Got some grape leaves, birouat, which is also called sambosa. It's like a stuffed pastry with vegetables. And of course falafel, so let's just give these little grape leaves a try. Stuffed with rice and lemon. It's a nice, yummy food to eat on a hot day. It's very refreshing, so just make sure to come check out the market.
A great afternoon activity that's a must is the Palacio de Viana. The 15th century palace is home to some of the most attractive public gardens in Cordoba. Each of its 12 courtyards overflows with colorful plants, flowers, and trees, between which you can glimpse beautiful interiors through the palace windows. There's so much to enjoy, and trust me, you will have plenty of opportunities for photos. To end the trip, I had to have one more amazing dinner experience at Casa Cortoba. As soon as you walk in, you're welcomed with a beautiful patio setting and homely Middle Eastern vibes.
Okay, so something you can't miss out on when you come to Cordoba is having authentic Arabic cuisine, because as you will notice with all the architecture, Cordoba and Spain in general has a huge Arabic influence. So here in Cordoba, there is a Moroccan restaurant called Cordoba, and it's all halal, which means no alcohol, because you are meant to enjoy the food. So something you have to start off with is the trio of hummus. We have the classic hummus, beetroot hummus, and hummus with mint. So the colors are just beautiful. I'm gonna go for the beetroot just because it's pink and it's standing out to me. It just looks amazing. And I love that they put pomegranates in there. Oh my gosh. It's very refreshing. It's nice and cool because it gets hot here, you guys. You can taste the beetroot. I love it. Okay, now I'm gonna try the mint one. Has za'atar in there. I freaking love za'atar. Za'atar is a thyme and sumac seasoning that's common in Arabic food. Okay, it's a hefty portion. I love hummus. That mint elevates it just so much more. Again, super refreshing. And let's see the classic. You can order them separately, but why choose one when you can have 3? So another thing you have to get is couscous, anything couscous. This is a fresh couscous salad with pomegranates and olives and carrots. So I'm just gonna give this a try. Oh my gosh. You can taste the onion and the garlic. Refreshing, cool salad. Again, I keep highlighting refreshing because trust me, that's what you're gonna want with all the heat. Okay, so another traditional dish you can get is kabza. It's like a stew over basmati rice, and the basmati rice is cooked with its juices and everything. It's served with its juices. So all the veggies they use here are fresh. They make everything in-house, like the pita bread, etc. So this is just beautiful. Cannot wait to try this. They have cauliflower, Brussels sprouts, peas, raisins. I think my favorite thing is that they put raisins on things, so it's like a savory sweet dish. This basmati rice looks beautiful. It's a beautiful golden turmeric color. You can taste that the veggies are fresh. The flavor really comes through, and with the rice, it complements it so well. The rice has a great flavor to it. Something you have to try if you've never tried it before. And of course, you can't leave without getting some tea. I've gotten a green tea with rose petals and orange. Lift it up, you gotta pull that tea. Sugar always served apart, unless you ask for it sweetened. Perfect way to end the meal. Cordoba overall is a place you can technically see in a day, but if you really want to live it and take it all in, take at least 2 days. There's plenty to enjoy, great vegan food options, beautiful architecture and scenery, so make sure and give it a try for yourself.